Here's a fun one. So Lucid has table shapes, and how can we use Lucid formulas to actually access, specific cells and maybe do some work here? So in this case, I've got a table of a couple little books here, and maybe I want to average maybe the author rating. So I can actually start and access the formula editor by just doing interpolated text like JavaScript. So double curly brackets and then an equal sign. And then it's going to know that I want to put in a formula. And I can access this by saying this, and then I can use the exclamation point instead of the dot notation that we would typically do to access a value on a whole shape that would maybe be over here. And I can then sort of name the cell. So in this case, it's going to be, A, B, C, D. And I would probably do D2 because otherwise it's going to grab a rating. And that's going to give me 5. And I could start to sum that up. So I could do, I could come in and say, this dot D2, for a plus sign. This dot D3. Maybe we even want to do this with a mean formula. So I would just do mean, and then instead of the plus sign, I can do just commas. And so I could say D3, D4, and it's going to, when I close out that formula, give me that average here. So like if I change this score to like, maybe that one's a 3 because that has giant spiders, then, oops, I never actually hit enter formula. Oh, yeah, make sure you hit enter or your formula is going to go away. 3, D4, and so I'm seeing that. And if I were to maybe, this one's got a creepy werewolf, so I'm going to rate it as a 4. Or maybe it's like a 7 because it has, other people here, or a 10. So you'll notice that those formulas are changing and updating. And if I didn't want, that sort of big one, I could even wrap it in a round. And I could say I want to round to 2 decimal places. And that would ensure that if I have some kind of, odd score or number here, it might find me a better number if it's getting like a 0.333 repeating or something. So I can come in and change those. And I could definitely just come in and start to reference, those different cells. So that is one way that you can use formulas in Lucid to reference specific cells within those table shapes.